Why is it that dogs are so compatible with humans, or why is it that plants are so suitable for the human diet or lifestyle? And the answer to that is domestication. Domestication was made by humans for the simple reason to make the human life more suitable. Um, Domestication allowed for humans to stop being scavengers and hunters, to being more settled in one spot, and it allowed them to start creating civilization and cities and towns and jobs and society as we know it today. Um, the first type of domestication that started was plant domestication. It started about 10,000 years ago when humans started taking the wild plants that they ate more often and they started cultivating them, and that led to farms, and that allowed for fewer people to create a more abundant source of food, which was very critical for their survival at the time. Another form of domestication is animal domestication. Animal domestication started with goats. Humans use goats for their meat, for their milk, for their skin as a form of protection and survival. Another example of human domesticating an animal is the wolf. The wolf helped humans hunt. As the years went by, wolves and humans started forming this relationship. The wolves would hunt for the humans, and the humans wouldn't have to worry so much about finding food and hunting. And because of that, wolves started evolving, and humans started breeding wolves that were like more compatible with humans, which eventually leads to now dogs that we have nowadays. As for farming, humans started domesticating smaller animals such as a chicken or a goat, a sheep. But then they started domesticating animals such as a horse and an ox to help plow through the farms and to help with more labor work. But why is it that not all animals can be domesticated? Why can't people have a pet zebra or a pet koala? And domesticated animals follow 6 traits. The first trait for a domesticated animal is that they reach maturity at a faster rate than other animals. For an example, a dog, they reach a maturity within a few months or a few years. Whereas an elephant, it takes up to 15 years for them to reach adulthood, which is critical for breeding, which is another trait. Domestic animals must be able to breed in captivity. Animals such as an antelope, they're very territorial, and they would not be able to breed in captivity, which is essential for breeding animals that have certain traits that work with humans. Another trait that a domestic animal must have is that they must be friendly in nature. The reason why you can't have a pet zebra, even though they're very similar to horses, is because they are aggressive. Animals tend to be aggressive towards humans, and that is just not what would work with humans or be compatible with them. Number 4 would be domestic animals can't panic easily or flee off easily, because that would make it hard for humans to hurt them. For example, all of the deer species, with a little sound, they go flying off in the opposite direction, and that would just make it impossible for farmers to herd animals together. The 5th reason is that a domestic animal cannot be a picky eater. Domestic animals must be able to survive around human food. They should be able to find food around humans, whether it be plants or scraps of food that humans don't eat. And the last trait that domestic animals have is that they have to conform to a social hierarchy, which means that they're able to see a human as their leader, and that will allow them to work together, and the human will be able to have more control of the animal. So yeah, next time you look around society today, how we don't have to go hunt, and we have a cute little dog, you can thank thank domestication for that.